Oh man, that's dark. Hopefully you can see me well enough. Um, it's pretty dark though. I'm in my car. It's nighttime. Oh look, some light. And I'm just doing the video journal. Welcome, welcome back. Another crazy background. Hopefully this isn't too distracting. My little um, whatever it's called, rear view mirror dangly thing. So, anyways, this is episode 126 of the video journal, and this is where I talk about everything that went down in my musical and artistic journey over the week. And every time a car passes, you can get to see me a little better. So I wrote a few things down in my little book, and I'll just go down them. Basically, the first thing I wrote down was using Instagram. So I'm using Instagram a lot more, the Instagram stories to be specific, figuring out how to do it. And basically, I didn't know for a long time, like even Snapchat and how to use that platform to do anything, and it confused me. And then the Gary Vaynerchuk, the guy that I mentioned many times before, put it so plainly for me that I want to share it with you. And essentially, the Instagram stories, Snapchat stories, and all that stuff is essentially your news feed. It's just another, like on Facebook, just another platform to put out content. And if you think about it, for me, I just had a hard time thinking about it as another feed. It's just another feed. It's just another way to put out stuff, and it happens to be little short videos. And I always thought I had to be, I don't know, I just had a different mindset about the idea but when I heard it as it's just another feed, it's like, oh, okay. So I just started making little stupid videos and stuff of what I'm doing and scribble, you can write on stuff. But anyway, check out, so it's at underscore theZim on Instagram is my handle, and I'll link it up below as well. So check that out. Another idea that I've been thinking about this last week was this idea of getting paid for what you have a passion for. And there's a concept around money that it's another form of energy. And Arock and I were talking about it. And if you hate what the thing you make your money at, like your job, if you hate it, it seems it's like no wonder you can't make more money, because it's like the energy that you're bringing to the thing that's making you money, you're bringing negative energy to that. So imagine if you bring positive energy to the thing that made you money. Could you possibly make more? And that's the adventure. That's the question I have, and that's what I want to find out. And I want to make sure that basically this whole move to San Diego is I'm aligning myself with ways to the way I make money will also bring me joy. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. A lot of people say, don't don't make money off your passions or something because it makes it less passionate or whatever. But I don't totally agree with that right now. I'm gonna test out this idea and try to figure it out. Wow, it's really dark. I'm sorry it's so dark. I wish it wasn't. This light right here doesn't work. Oh, oh. Yeah, so sometimes it works on. But so that was just an idea I've been thinking about. Jam of the week. What's your jam of the week? I don't have a jam of the week, so I need you to tell me your jam of the week. Put it in the comments. Let me know what your jam of the week is, because I need to find out some new music as well. This week I'll do a little word on the street section right now. Word on the Street was version 102 with Marsalis. Came out and it was great. There's nothing really specific to say about it. I really enjoyed talking to them, because especially if you noticed in the podcast toward the end when Dennis was talking, and he really it felt real. The conversation felt real, and that's what I enjoy about those long form conversations is you get a chance to really get real about stuff and honest and comfortable. So and that's what it felt like to me. I would love to hear what you thought. Did you think it felt that way? I haven't got a review on the podcast for a while, so I'd love it if you help me out with that. Go review the podcast on iTunes. This last weekend, I recorded 2 more podcasts, and normally I don't tell you who's coming up, but since I don't have a lot to say this week, I'm going to do that. and it'll give me something else to tag in this video. But I went to Portland, actually. I was driving up to see my dad. It lives in Oregon, and I was driving back up to Seattle and scheduled 2 podcast recordings, one with Beatrix Sky and one with Jenny Wren Stottrup, and Jenny does the Gritty Birds podcast out of Portland, Oregon. So I'll link those up so you can get a kind of a little head start on them. But those podcasts will be coming out basically the end of November, so they're a ways out. I got a decent number in the can, which I'm stoked on. And this coming up week, I have 2. So right after I finish this video, I'm gonna go inside and work on one I'm publishing on Tuesday. And you'll learn why it's a different one. I'll just leave it at that, and then I'm publishing one on Thursday as normal. So I got 2 this week, so look out for that. Make sure go to WOTSpodcast.com, hook it up on the iTunes and Stitcher and wherever you want to listen to your podcasts. Hopefully, yeah, you'll do that for me. December, a little bit of the Zim and Arock stuff I'll tell you about. December 16th, we're playing the Skylark Cafe in West Seattle, and we got Mountains and Tunnels on the lineup. We got C-leb and the Kettle Black on the lineup, and we got Chemo Meraki on the lineup. So mark your calendars for that. This weekend I'm going to San Diego, and I'm hoping to kind of on the plane rides work on the collateral for that, like the flyers and whatnot, and getting the event page set up. So that's going to be my assignment for my flights while I'm on the plane, and going down and back. So by next week I'll have an event page. By next video journal I'll be linking up the event page and all that stuff. What else? The Zim and Arock, we started recording again. As you know, last week I mentioned Gear Meltdown, which something I'd left out of the Word on the Street part. The audio interface, we're borrowing an audio interface from Among Authors, so they're awesome. But I also just today hooked up can you see it? An audio interface I got off of OfferUp, and got a pretty good deal on it. So that audio interface, so I've gotten in the past on Word on the Street, I got up to about $150 in donations, and so I bought the audio interface with that because my old one died and I need a new one that's mine. So now I got a new one, so hopefully it'll last me I'm hoping at least a year, because it'll be awesome if that happens. So thank you everybody that donated to the podcast to help me buy that. I know it was a while ago and I was trying to get microphones, but things changed, so now I just bought an audio interface, kind of changing my scheme with how I'm doing. Obviously I'm going to be way more mobile, so, and I was kind of on the fence. Originally I was looking at like just 2-line interfaces, 2-channel interfaces and things like that, or should I just go direct to the laptop with, like USB, USB mic type of situations. But what I'm most comfortable with is multi-channel. Like this is an 8-channel interface, and I'm more comfortable with that because sometimes I record a band or more people, and I do every track individually. I don't just do a room sound, and generally I don't do room captures. I do each voice individually. So I'm happy with the price I got on it. So hopefully it works. That's the only thing that I didn't test it out when I picked it up, but they look trustworthy. The people I bought it from look trustworthy. So I got that going on. So the Zim and Arock are recording again. We've gotten 2 or 3 songs and drums worked on. So we're just trucking along. We got 8 total to do. So hopefully over the next week and a half, 2 weeks, all the tracking of drums will be done, and I'll just be heads down mixing and getting that going. So last thing I'll mention is I still need your help to buy some of these clutches from me. I have 9 left. 9 clutches. Can't really see them today. Or maybe if I go back a little bit. Can't see them today. But here they are. I have 1 all black one. I have 1 sugar skull left. And I have 2 12 ones that are, you see it? I don't know, you can't really see it. 12 with, I should have turned my flashlight on this. Here, let's do that real quick. See, come on. Taking too long. I don't know. Oh, oh, there it is. Whoa, light. Is that gonna work? Here we go. A little more light. And then, so I got the green 12 still. I got 2 of those, and I got 5 of the white 12. So, and they're all 50 bucks. Actually, yeah, they're all 50 bucks. If you want one, get a hold of me, or you can go to the Etsy page, which we linked up in the thing. If you're not local, of course, I charge a little shipping on the Etsy thing, but if you're local, can do we can get rid of the shipping, of course. So anyways, that's it for today. So I'll link up all the links on the bottom, but thanks for joining me. Video Journal episode 126, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.